Middlesex closed in on a thumping victory to start their LV County Championship summer in a perfect fashion as their seamers bowled Essex out twice on the second day of their match at Lord's, and these are the highlights. Some runs from the tail had helped Middlesex make 277 on the first day, and day two began with an early wicket as Essex replied. Billy Godleman, a former Middlesex player, starting a day to forget by edging Tim Murtagh behind to go for 12. After his epic winter, Alistair Cook has found county bowling a little tougher than the Aussies' attack, but Lord's is a ground he's used to. But he knew his side might be up against it when Jake Mickleborough completely misjudged a ball from Murtagh to be bowled for 14 at 46 for 2. With Ravi Vipara joining Cook, Essex now had two class acts at the crease to get them out of what was only a small hole at this stage. But it was about to get considerably larger when Cook, after hanging around for more than an hour over his 19, was legged before, giving Corey Collymore his first wicket after joining from Sussex. He had to wait only one ball for his second, as Matt Walker edged a loose drive first ball into the slips. Next to go was Bipara on 13, and he gave late arrival Stephen Finn, who'd been stuck in traffic, his first wicket of the season, the batsman beaten for pace by a man for whom this is a rather big summer. Essex knew that they were in a scrap, and it just got a bit messier for them when James Foster also had no answer to Finn, Ollie Rayner taking the catch to reduce the visitors to 73 for 6. Suddenly the word follow on was being whispered around the grounds, with Tom Westley the only recognised batsman left. And it appeared that he would have to do the job of avoiding it alone when David Masters nicked Gareth Berg to depart for 8 at 99 for 7, still 29 runs away from making Middlesex bat next. That target had been reduced to just 15 when Westley, on a top score of 36, was another to be bowled by Murtagh without playing a shot. And the innings was over in a flash. Next ball, Maurice Chambers gave the impressive Murtagh his fourth wicket, leg before for a golden. And Middlesex had to wait only a further 3 deliveries to finish things off. Berg the successful bowler, as Chris Wright was leg before for 4. Essex had been dismissed in 33 overs for just 115. Seeing as the Middlesex bowlers were only just getting warm, Neil Dexter did enforce the follow on with a first innings lead of 162, and in his first over of the second innings, Murtagh again removed Godleman, the opener out twice in 3 hours. Murtagh, who took 4 for 48 in the first knock, was causing all sorts of problems for the batsman, and he was unlucky here. What Essex needed was one of those long vigils from Cook, as he did so often down under. But he was not going to be able to do it all by himself, and he looked to Mickleborough for support as the pair calmed everything down with a stand of 58. But they then smashed into the buffers once again. Cook, this time making 25, was brilliantly caught by Finn off his own bowling, an outstanding effort for one so tall. He often tumbles at his follow-through, but this time it was a controlled moment of excellence. Bipara went to Finn for a second time in the bowler's next over. Again he looked a bit too pacey for Bipara, who was out for 4. Walker survived a pair on the same day, but he'd made only 3 when he was caught by John Simpson after Chris Rogers had done his best to spill the chance. Berg claimed that wicket to begin a devastating spell. In his next over, he found the edge of Mickleborough's bat as he went for 41, at this stage the top score of the match. Then in his next, he saw off Foster for a duck to reduce Essex to 88 for 6, and a 2-day innings defeat was looking on the cards. Masters tried to prevent that by taking Berg on, but he didn't last. After striking 4 boundaries, he offered Berg his 4th wicket in 5 overs, with another edge to slip. At 114 for 7, the game looked over, and had this nick off the bat of Westley gone to hand off Dexter, it just may have been. But instead, this time the Essex tail wagged as Wright helped Westley to forge the best partnership of the match as they put on 73 for the 8th wicket to ensure that the game would go into a 3rd day. That, though, should only be for a brief time, after Wright on 27 was well held by Simpson, who had a very good day behind the stumps for Middlesex. Westley at least deserves credit, as he became the only player of the match to get to 50 with his 8th 4, showing that batting wasn't at all impossible. He fell towards the end of the day as Finn returned to take his 5th wicket of the day to remove him for 59. And it was left to a delighted captain Dexter to finish things off for a second time, although quite what Chambers was thinking of, only he will know. It pretty much summed up Essex's day. They were all out for 215, losing 20 wickets all in the same day, and that means that Middlesex will require just 54 runs to win a match at the first attempt this summer. And how?